This one, it is me and you. It is me and you.
You get it? You see
you
me
will
as
not.
I'm saying.
Hello guys, welcome to another episode of the Red Cow Talk. My name is John Opara.
And my name is Opara.
We are the Oparas.
Ta-da!
It's good to have you guys back here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. We truly appreciate you. And if you've seen our video for the very first time, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment. We'd like to read your comments, share it with everyone. Thank you for joining us today. And today we'll be talking about...
We're talking about renewing the love when it seems to be running a little low.
Okay, so let me start with this story. So... I traveled to Nigeria, gone for 3 weeks.
Weren't you traveling prior to then?
Yes, but prior to then, I've been traveling to different places. I was in New Jersey, New York. I've been traveling a lot.
Quite a lot.
And so the last lap of, well, second to the last lap of that trip was the Nigerian one. So let's just say everything together, I've been traveling for like, let's say a month plus, everything together. And I got a text from my wife, said, just wanted you to know that I'm feeling detached. Is that the word?
Distant?
I'm feeling distance. So, I read the text. I say, hey, God forbid bad miracle.
Jesus is Lord.
I'm doing the work of God. I'm traveling everywhere, and so she texts me. I'm feeling distance, I'm feeling detached, you have gone. I said, that devil is a liar. I got home like this, first thing first, put everything aside. Nobody talking to anybody. I talked to her, I said, what, madam? What is detaching you?
Pull up.
Devil is a bastard. First thing I found, I grabbed my wife. I said, I said, whatever is detaching you, we have to reattach it. Why I started with that story is because some people will get that text and they will say, what is even wrong with this one? Don't you know I'm doing the work of God? Your family is important. So in that situation, I left everything. I didn't even do everything. Oh yeah, baby, what can we do? Even there was a trip that was coming up after that one. I said, this one, as we are going together, we are going to be together. We are going to do this trip together. We are going to have a good time. We are going to do everything. The things I'm not even naturally committed to do, as long as I know it will sweeten her heart and join the rope from wherever it has been disconnected from, I was willing to do it. Even financially, it wasn't 100% convenient, but I was willing to do it to make sure that the connection get back. You cannot disconnect on this one, madam. It is for better for us. It is still death do us part. We are not disconnecting, and that is no, we are not disconnected. So I gave myself brain. And yeah, so it is important, and I share that story so you can glean the knowledge that you prioritize your wife, prioritize your husband. If you feel any sense of, because based on statistics, if you ask women that are cheating or men that are cheating, they will have it is because my wife is not this anymore.
Paying attention.
Or paying attention to. One of the biggest thing with Will Smith and Jada, he said, oh, you weren't paying attention to me, so I went to have an entanglement. Well, madam, you are not having an entanglement, though. I am paying attention. Go ahead.
So from a women's perspective, it's always good to make sure that if you're feeling that way, to always communicate it with your spouse.
Yes.
Because one of the problems that can arise from that is you're communicating with somebody that's outside of the marriage when you're giving them the opportunity to comfort you. And once they start comforting you, then we have entanglements. We don't want entanglement to. So, and another thing from the guy's perspective is if the woman is entrusting you to tell you this is how she's feeling, please take it serious.
Don't be saying, You just like to do this thing too much. No, it is not. No, it is time for you to sit up and say, okay, what can we do? Go have fun. Go do something. Go for dinner. Go for go trips. Go or take a drive. Just have something that you could both do together. To bond.
Yes. So I think one of the things that we've already touched on is to make sure you talk to your spouse about it. Women sometimes tend to not be vocal, or even men sometimes not to be vocal. So make sure that you are vocal. You guys have gone into this thing. This is for better, for worse. This is your partner for the rest of your life. Till death do you part. So you want to make sure that when these things happen alongside of the way, make sure that you communicate it.
Yes.
Quickly before we move on, I wanted to point out this research. They said the first year, the fifth year, the seventh year are usually the hardest years. Number 5, is the time when you are so comfortable with your spouse and you tend to take them for granted. So to watch out for those years. They said some other years as well to watch out for, because I do know people that have been married for 25 years. Sometimes they won't get a divorce or stop. But the first 5, because we're new. I think we're in the 6th year now.
You don't know. You are in the
6th year. So 157, I was really concentrating on that to make sure that at that time, if you're also going through those young stages, to pay attention to these things.
Yes.
Another thing that you can do when you seem to be running low is to take an adventure together. Luckily for us,
we had a trip coming up, and it was both of us that were going on that trip. So we were determined that this one, it is me and you.
You know.
It is me and you.
You get it?
Do
you see me as I'm saying? I will not let you go until you let go.
Malekate Yadaya.
So
we had a good time on that trip.
So
let's just keep it that way.
Yes, keep it that way. Have time of intimacy. They have said, research has shown that time of intimacy really, helps the partner feel more connected to you.
Yes.
On a good type of way, on an intimate type of way. So have time of intimacy if you haven't yet, been with your partner intimately for a while. Have that time of intimacy, because then it gives you time to also be close, physically as well as spiritually.
Yes.
What other things can you do when you feel like you are running low?
I believe the 2 things that I think it's key is communicate it, and the other partner, make sure you take it seriously. When a thing like that is communicated, make sure the other partner takes it seriously. And secondly, do something about it. Don't just say, oh, shake it off. Don't you see I'm busy? Busy go again, guy. Don't busy and kill yourself. Don't let busy kill your marriage. Don't let busy kill your relationship. Don't let busy create time for each other. Like you are creating time for your wife, create time for your children too. Create time, everything, manage it. You could do it. Everything you need to do it, God has deposited it inside of you. You could do it. Yes.
I think one thing I wanted to also point out, which I mean, we all probably know it, and if you don't, welcome to this information, is to make sure that you are filling the tank in directed towards what your spouse see as love, as you loving them.
Yes.
If you're buying gifts to somebody that just wants you to just be with them and just to hold their hand and just to kind of be with them, and you're buying them gifts, they're not feeling loved in that way.
Yeah.
So know your partner's love language and refill their tank when it's running low.
Yes.
Just like your gas, you won't be running it on empty. You want to make sure that your partner is not running on empty, because then it's going to affect the marriage. It's going to affect how close they feel to you. So make sure that they're not running low on their love language. If your wife's love language or your husband's love language is buying of gift, if it's words of affirmation, majority of the time when you do something great, let them know, oh babe, that was awesome, that was great. Making sure that it's
save money to buy gifts. Do what it takes
to fill up that tank.
I tell people this when people ask me, oh pastor, what can I do in marriage, what should I said, look, if Jesus himself come down from heaven and tell you that this is your husband or this is your wife, you still need wisdom of God to make it work. You still need the wisdom of God to make it work. You still need to apply wisdom. You still need to do work. Do work to make sure the relationship works.
I think it's also paying attention to your spouse, making sure that, you don't wait till they're running low before, because if you wait till you're running low on gas, then you have to pay all this money to make sure you buy gas in your car. I'm talking about your car. But if you're buying it little by little, then it's not so tasking on your bank account, because it's just $30 here, as opposed to like, you need to fill up your gas, it's already completely low, it's $100 and $200 that you have to pay, especially with gas prices here in California. God help us, my God. Anyway, but if you're filling up every now and then, paying attention to make sure you're filling up every now and then that's the way to go about it, right?
Yes, I truly believe and I agree with you. Please pay attention to each other, love on each other. God bless you as you do so. We love you. I'm John Opara.
And I'm Oluwaseyi Opara.
And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye. Please go ahead and subscribe, like,
comment, share, hit the notification bell. We want to read your comments. Please ask us questions that you want us to answer, want us to talk about. Please leave it down below, and we'll see you again in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.